scalping is something that segues you guys into Blueprint because it's kind of like the first thing of how you start making money. I would say the thing I can talk about scalping that is not an FOT is, and I'm going to read these out loud. So we have scalping, scalp buys and risks, scalp volume, trend scalping, fractal scalping and entry, and scalp exits. I think these all share an overarching piece is that everything should start as a scalp. So this segments into Blueprint. Every trade you guys ever enter should start as a scalp. So something interesting I said during this workshop was that exterior moments give you your charts, right? Exterior moments give you the most important part of your charts. Interior moments decide that. Interior moments should start as scalps. So to further elaborate on that, exterior first, interior second. Interior is scalps. So when you look at your interior parts of your charts to make these decisions, everything must be thought of as a scalp to start, because no matter what you're doing, you're entering those positions as scalps to begin any trade. Whether you're entering a position trade, whether you're entering a long trade, they all start as scalps. What that means is that you need to find the best entries feasible, because that's what scalping is all about. Scalping is all about taking points from finding the best entries. So that's the piece that a lot of people miss. Scalping is not just about being in short time frames. Scalping is about understanding where the best entries, short or long. Scalping is about understanding where the best entries exist in any given moment. In that given moment, there's going to be an outcome that dictates whether you turn that scalp into a swing trade or a position trade. Nevertheless, everything starts as a scalp. And if everything starts as a scalp, that means you are trading interior parts of the charts. And in order to understand what's happening on the chart, you need to know the exterior. So the connection is understand the exterior and scalp the interior. Okay, so that's the connecting bridge between all of it. So that's how you have to look at scalping. And it's all about finding the best entries in the moment. So if you understand what the exterior events are showing you longevity wise, and you can dictate what the interior moments are on the charts. So here's a Pandora's box, for example, and here's a trend. These are the interior moments that are being capsuled by the exterior events. Where does the scalp exist? What makes the most sense? And what I would say where scalps exist. So where do they exist? They exist on the greediest moments in the chart. So never buy something in between. Just never do it. Never just buy to buy. If you think something's going down, let's go right now and I'll show you an example. If you think something is going down, give yourself a reason to enter the trade. For example, okay, we are right here in the move. Hourly hold level right there. That means if I'm going to short, I want to short this 258 level. How can we get there? Is there a level between that? Well, there's a 1 hour right here. So I'm going to actually go down to 258.63. Okay, so there's your actual level right there. There's your hold level. This already laddered this, which means it's going to ladder to here. If I am going to scalp, I am either going to short here, or I am going to say, here's my 15-minute hold level right there, right? Again, this is just experience why I can see these things, right? So don't start going and marking random spots. There's the 15-minute hold level right here, right? And there's an even better one right here. So I am either going to long this or short this. That's it. Don't be taking the moves in between, because all you're doing is increasing risk, right? So we found the greedy points of the chart, the moments that give you well thought out entries, things that make sense, and then I can say, okay, now what's my expectation? Are we moving up because of trend X, or which is exterior, or are we moving down because of trend Y, right? So then you can say, okay, where would I enter, long or short? And then where do I exit based on the exterior events? So then those can give you your exit points, or you simply mark out targets and you hit your targets. So I think that's like a healthy way to look at scalping, is only go after things that make sense. So you have to go after the greediest points on your chart. Okay. So in order to go after the greediest points on your chart, you have to understand interior events, and interior events just dictate exterior. Therefore, everything starts as a scalp, and only enter it when you have a reason to enter. Don't enter just because, right? And I would even wonder, even just looking at this, like, was there entry right here? Yeah, this would have been a reasonable entry. That would have been perfectly fine. There's a 4 hour hold level right there. That's a perfectly reasonable spot to enter. But what I'm not doing is I'm not saying, oh, I think this is going down because the exterior chart shows me X, right? Like I think this is going down because we just broke this trend here. I think we're going down. That's not a reason to get into a short right now. This is a reason to get into a long. And you can exit that long when the move collapses. So you can sit there and say, I'll exit this move when this trend breaks. There you have it right there. It's perfect. Or when it hits my target of Valley X, right? So if you were in this trade, you would have made yourself a cool 3%. Holy crap, that's not bad actually. Bitcoin Cash, you would have made on a 50x contract, you would have made 150% on this thing. Not bad. Just exit when the trend breaks. You see, but it's a reasonable entry. Even if it's failing, it doesn't matter. This is a perfectly good scalp. I made 150%. If you just traded $1,000, you would have made $1,500 today from. I didn't even do any work on this chart, guys. I just marked out 2 levels, but they're reasonable entries. They're logical places to take trades. 9:57 to 11:30. Hour and a half. I just made myself 150% on a 50x contract, $1,000. I just made $1,500. I'm done for the day. How much money can we make if we do that 300 days a year? I didn't even really do any work here, guys. Like really to just show how simple it is and how, you know, how silly this is. Hey, just made $500,000 a year. Like this is silly. And I worked 300 days this year, normal job, 300 days a year. I literally just marked out two logical levels and took an entry on them. And you're not always going to be right. So you can't say you have 100% success rate, but you also can't say you're only taking one trade a day. What if you do this 5 times a day? What if you want to trade for 12 hours? You do this 5 times a day. 3 of them are right, right? All I did was look at this and say, where's a logical entry? And exterior event can dictate the next piece of this. So just take a logical entry, done. Simple, money made, money's in the bank. I didn't really do much other than just mark 2 logical scalp entries, right? So I think there's a lot of power in that. So I think that would be the best piece of scalping advice I can give people is logical entries on interior events and let your exterior decide where you're entering or sorry, what is happening in the trade and let your interior decide where you're entering. So again, just to go back on that, exterior decides the direction, interior decides the moment, right? And just don't if you think the exterior is going down, that's fine. Let it go down and take entry based on that, right? This would have been a good one to enter there. Probably make 5% on this, right? Here's an exterior event. Yeah, 5% in a short period of time. If you really waited, you could have made 10, but I think 5 is enough. You know, a couple hours here, a couple 4-hour candles. It's breaking here, but you could have taken entry, you know, somewhere up in this region, right? Like you would have had a hold level being hidden here for sure somewhere. Hold this thing down, right? Like you would have had a hold level hit right there. Could have taken entry there. There's your 10%. That's not bad. It's all over the chart. The point being is scalp the interior moments that are logical entries and don't say we're moving down, I should short. You should say we're moving down, let's wait till we spike. Let's pick a spot. Okay, where are we moving down on this chart? Right here, we're moving down. Okay, so that's too aggressive. Let's stay with, I don't know, random spot. Okay, moving down. Where did this chart move down? Okay, this chart moves down right here. What are we on, an hourly chart? So up here, this chart's moving down. You think this chart is moving down because you're wanting to say, here's a trend right here, right? Hard closes to here, which gives you this guy to this guy. You're moving down. If you know you're moving down, don't just enter in the middle of this. Like say you think your trade's going to break down, like you think you're going to lose trend. Fine, you can assess the trend loss right there, right? You can say, oh, I think we're going to lose trend because maybe we hit a hold level back here. Maybe we hit the hold level right here. Here's a hold level. Yeah, this one here, that one there. Come on. Like something like this, holding down the move over time, right? Like this hold level has been holding this move down over time. Say you make the assessment that you're holding the move down. Hey, look, here's a hold level right here. Can we have just entered there? That's what I mean about if you think it's moving down, don't just haphazardly enter right here. Regardless if it moves down, Like, we know it's going to move down here, but why can't you just short the hold level? Why can't you wait for it to move up before it goes down, right? So that's what I mean about take the interior events that make sense. There's a good example, right? Here's the trend loss. Yes, you can short the trend loss too. That's fine. That's a different type of trade. But you can also have the inverse level. And actually, maybe there's an even better level here on the 15. Nope, that's good. That's the right level. There's a level here, but that's not relevant for today. Why can't, if you know it's moving down and it's going against trend, why can't you wait for it to spike up before volume injects it down? That's the most important part about scalping. It's like interior trades, exterior events, interior trades. You simply would have been targeting this right here. Yeah. Starts as a scalp, ends as a position, right? 8 to the 13th, look at that, full 20%. 50x, you got 10% there. That's a cool 20K. That's a cool 20K over 5 days of doing nothing but clicking one button. The target's on the screen pretty well. Lose the trend and go after the next hold level. It's probably going down much further too, actually. But I mean, that's where my target would have been. I don't know if it's going down or not. Yeah, it does actually. But that's a good target. I like that target. I wouldn't have gone past that. If you think it's going down again, target this hold level. There you go. Or in this case, it breaks up over it. Target this hold level right here. Right? Now it's just Pandora's boxing. Now you have the interior events that are deciding this. This thing is breaking up because look, you've got trend here, break your final trend here. It's going up, or you're going to lose whatever this is. See, we just did a Pandora's box right there. Easy peasy. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got it. Easy peasy, right? Pandora's box. Isn't the trend going to decide which way it goes? Oh, look, it just targeted the trend. See, like it's all lines up nice. I think that was a great workshop. It is easy, Ramones. It like I make it look easy. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Make it look so easy. So a lot of people say that, but I've been doing this for like 11 years now. Don't beat yourself up if it doesn't feel this easy for you. That's really important to know. Super, super important to know. I have done this a really long time. when I'm training my mentees, and there's some of them in here. Even when I'm training them, and there's some of them in here, it takes us a lot of work to get to that point, right? Educate is how you get there. Just educate, man. Like it's there. It's just you have to be showing it, right? Like simple. Educate. Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Yeah, drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.